Alex Smith. Hey yo, it's me, the one and only, the Marvelous One from the Michael vs. Marvelous podcast. This is LOFTV. This is Story Time with Marv. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to talk about a couple of stories. I remember back in 2017, it was a Floyd Mayweather fight in Conor McGregor. I was there. I was live in attendance. I was flying in that thing. And everybody always wanted me to talk about that because they seen like the Instagrams and the Snapchats of me dancing. Like, and they didn't understand what I was telling people. I was like, man, there was at least like 7 million people out there that night. I remember just being there, seeing all those celebrities, and me, I'm thinking I'm fly. I got the little floral shirt on. I'm like, man, I had the time of my life. So we're just there, and I'm like, man, it is a lot of people down. I don't even remember meeting these guys that I went to college with, and we just linked up, and we was just bonding. And stuff like that. We're talking about like life, about the fight, and there was this one dude, and he just kept antagonizing us. And I have the videos. I'm thinking about I might put the videos of that up. So it's like, but I don't want to get copyright because it's a song playing in the background. But I remember this guy talking so much stuff. And mind you, I'm drunk again, skunk, y'all. When I tell y'all I am litty titty. And I remember he was a short guy, mind you, he was short. So I remember just like, he was like, you're drunk, dog, hear this. I said, listen, yo, I ain't nowhere near drunk. And when I rose up on him, the fear in his eyes, y'all, I can't make this up. I got the video too. Like I said, if you wasn't there, I was there. The fear in his eye, because he's like, whoa, this dude was just so cool, so chill. He's not even freaking out. Then all of a sudden he turns into like this other person. It's because he kept antagonizing us. I'm like, dude, we get it. Floyd won. I'm rooting for Floyd. He's like trying to argue with me, saying I'm going for McGregor. I was like, dude, it was a good fight. McGregor didn't just lay down. So he's mad. And when I approached him, I was like, I'm nowhere near drunk. And when he was like, oh, he's like, this dude is drunk. He dashed out. He got off on this, went away. And then, we was just out partying. And I was just like, that's one of those stories where as long as I'm living, I'm going to remember that, because that was obviously Floyd was 50-0, and I was just there. Like, I just tell people I was there. Like, I was in Vegas. I was there. It was just like one of those times where I was like, what the F? Like, I'm here. I can see it. I'm out here where it's all these people. There's barely no drama. It's like, I think I went to sleep the next day, like 10? Like, no, I want to say about 11? About 11. I was like up. I was so drunk. They was giving out these free cards. I just remember that. And I was like, when I do story time, I gotta tell that story, because that was the most fun I have ever had, being in that type of environment with so many people, with so many celebrities. Like I was saying earlier in the video, they're just walking past me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's this and that. And it was just like fun. And then the next story was Halloween 2017 in Vegas, which was, I was there for a while. So I was there way before Halloween even popped off. So it was before Halloween even started. It was Halloween parties, and I was dressed all up. I mean, I went to see Jay-Z. Jay-Z was there at the time. And why this story sticks out to me is because I normally don't get that drunk, but I was so drunk that people went through my phone and sent out stuff, and it was just one of them times where I was like, man, like, it's a bad experience because my brother and people went through my phone and stuff like that. But just the way that I spent a whole entire day off of social media. I went to the concert. I didn't take no pictures. I'm just at the concert like this, y'all. How did I allow myself to get that drunk where I lost complete control of everything that was going on. I was literally so drunk that the next day I was embarrassed because people was hitting me up like, hey, I got this picture. Oh, you was doing this. Oh, for real, Mike? Well, for real? Are you serious? How dare you send me this? And so it was a bunch of stuff that was going on. So I was embarrassed by that, and that was one of those stories where I was like, man, when I tell story time, I'm gonna tell it because I was embarrassed, but when I do think about the fun that I had so much fun, and it was during that time of Vegas Strong. So I remember just being there and just being like, man, I went through this, and then Jay-Z giving doing this thing for him, and I just remember just sitting there like, I'm supposed to be turned up. But then, I apologized to people for what happened. I got myself back in order, and then I picked it up. So I was still there. Then the days I was there on Halloween, actual Halloween in Vegas, I was litty to the titty. I had a blast and made up for the time that I did. Now when I go out and I party, I always make sure I'm around people that's gonna look out, have the best interest in me. That's not gonna go through my phone. It's not gonna post things and try to embarrass me and put me out there. Like, I want to be around people that like to have fun because I like to turn up. That's what y'all don't understand. I love to have fun. I don't even drink that much, but when I do, it goes down. When I tell you it go down. And then let's transfer to 2018. I spent the whole summer in St. Louis and in St. Paul. And now when I tell you, me and my family, we turned up, we kicked it, we had a ball, we had a blast. Through a lot of the stories that, like, a lot of the times when I tell these stories, even though, we had a death in the family, what I'm saying, like, my uncle wasn't there for the family reunion, R.I.P. to Uncle Kev. But when I tell you, when me and my family, shout out to everybody back in St. Louis, when I tell you we turn up, they will let it be known. If you ask any of my family members back in St. Louis, they will say it's not a party if Michael ain't there, because when I party, we party. When I tell you from the time when I went there, when I went back in July, back in Minnesota, when I tell you it was turn up city, we was having a ball. And just like when I go through my phone, I start, when you get those memories and you start looking at those memories and you get emotional because you was there and you was like, man, I had so much fun. Because people give St. Louis a bad rap. And I used to be one of the people like, man, St. Louis is too turn, people there be wilding out. They only gonna mess with you if you mess with them. Because I can tell you this story vividly. Like, it's me, my sister, my cousins. We leave one spot. My other cousin, it's like all family. We leave one spot, and then I remember we go into the hood, y'all. When I tell y'all we in the hood, if you've been to St. Louis before, you know St. Louis hood is very, very dangerous. So we're there, it's a hole in the wall spot. And I'm very conscious, so I'm like cautious of it. I said to my sister, like, listen here, we ain't about to go up in this motherfucking ghetto ass place. It's like you in and you gotta go back out. I'm like, Negroes are getting issues to shooting. You seeing cars rolling down with the all tinted windows. I'm like, these Negroes are about to start busting. But I had to realize I was with my cousins who know everybody. They're very popular. My cousin's like, you ain't gotta worry about nothing, cuz we good around here, shawty. We're good. So I'm just like, we get into the spot. When I tell y'all I had a blast, I was in there. I went from one spot, mind you, I was at one spot to just, getting my groove on, doing my thing, working that thing out, to going back to another spot where it was the same type of environment. We was in there. I remember one time I was like, the whole night I just kept doing this the whole night, y'all. I was like, oh, okay. This how y'all get down to St. Louis. I'm like, okay. Y'all turn up. Like, y'all after spots, it's just like being in the club. You know what I'm saying? It was just like one of the things where I was already judging it before I got there. And when I got in there, I had the time of my life. And I just remember, I think I told this story on my podcast before. I flew in from the West Coast, and I flew in. Then, you know, I was with my family. Like I said, it was that time I was with my family for a while. So I was with my family, and we have a road trip back. And when I tell y'all that road trip back to Minnesota, I get emotional because we had so much fun. We talked so much. Yeah, I forgot. Shout out to Bubba. Congratulations on graduating too, my dude. I love you very dearly. We was just turned up. It was so much fun. That drive of 9 hours is just being there. Like, cause if anybody know me and my sister, we are super tight, but we bump heads. We bump heads. And 5 minutes later, people be looking like y'all just was arguing with each other. Y'all just was arguing. We be back like, you want some meat? What you want, sis? What you need, sis? Like, that's my heart and soul. So we bump heads, and I remember I was getting this argument. She got this big old truck, and I mean, I got a me. So I'm like, man, how am I supposed to? She's like, you driving too fast, you driving too slow. I'm saying, nigga, how am I supposed to drive this big old vehicle? Oh, cause I need some sleep, cause I want to sleep. But then she was like, I'll drive, and then she getting, I'm like, man, hold up, dog, slow down. Like, slow down. It's just like, just that drive of us is having so much fun, man. Like I have so many stories with my family because we create memories. When I go around them, we create memories. Like, I'm going there in a couple of months. I'm gonna have so much content from my family. It's because we are gonna be litty titty. Because when I come, like I'm saying, I'm the party. I come with that charisma, with that, hey y'all, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's turn up. And we turn up. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. With these story times, the stories are only gonna get funnier and funnier, you know, because I'm gonna do stories where I might like have my sister on with me. I'm still trying to figure that out, but like I said, man, I love doing these story times. I love talking about my family. I love my family more than anything. Without my family, I wouldn't be the person I am. So when I tell y'all these story times, sometimes y'all might see me cry. Sometimes y'all might see me be super excited because I'm talking about my family, and my family means everything to me. That's why you see I got this Minnesota on. That's why the last video you seen with the St. Louis Blues on. Like, I gotta show love to my family because I miss them. And like I said, man, last year and the years before, I don't have some great summers, and I hope that this summer, 2019, I have another dope, amazing summer. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so whenever I put out a story time video, you'll be the first to get it. If you return to the channel, you know what to do. Show some love, hit that like button, write a comment, share the video, tell a friend, tell a family, tell a girl, tell everybody, tell whoever to come subscribe to LFM TV. I'm your host, the one and only, the Marvelous One.